Aloha, everybody. I apologize once again that I got my days mixed up and I didn't announce the Q&A until way in the afternoon. So I apologize again. Still got a good amount of questions, so I'm gonna try and get this under 10 minutes so we can get just one part. And also, I just want to say, it's kind of raining, so if you hear loud noises in the background, it's the rain. I apologize. There's not much time I have today, so trying to get this done. So let's get to it. My first question is from Veronica. You just asked, what's the best piece of advice anyone has ever given you? And it's tough to say because, I've gotten so much good advice and great advice from, different individuals about my life or my career in general. So it's hard to pick just one, but I feel that the best thing that I've ever learned is just kind of learning on my own. When I was 18 years old, I moved out of my parents' house right after I graduated high school, and I started living on my own, and it was just a real eye opener of how this world works, how brutal this world can be if you don't realize that you need to be prepared for this kind of thing. And reality, the world is reality. And you just really need to be ready for it, and it's just gonna hit you with like a huge wave that you're not ready for. So just learning as being on my own and going on and just learning different things was really probably the best advice or best thing I've ever learned. So I'll go with that. My next question is from Jason. In your opinion, what attributes should a manager have to be a success and get over in wrestling? The best advice that I can give somebody that wants to be a manager is the best attributes you need to be able to make the person that you're managing look better than what he was before or she, and you while getting yourself over but not taking anything away from them. If you can do that, you can be a great manager. My next question is from Susan. My daughter heard in school that you're giving up wrestling. Is this true? And it's absolutely not. I never want to quit wrestling. I never will quit wrestling. I'm going to be the next Ric Flair and be maybe to others past my time and still rocking suits, still styling and profiling, going to shows. And as long as I can put my boots on, I'm going to be wrestling. So I'm going to be 90 years old and still wrestling as long as I can do it. My next question is from Greg. Why do you think that Why do you think most indie workers treat the crew and support staff at shows that they work for like crap or ignore them as insignificant? I believe that most workers that do this, and hopefully I don't. I try not to. I hope I treat everyone equally, but I feel that the workers that do this just forget about where their ego is. I feel that their little success they might have had, kind of pushes their ego to a level where they feel that everyone is just below them because they're staff and they're not wrestlers. So I think that people just forget where they are and who they are, and I think that they just think that they're bigger than they are. I think that's what the issue is, but that's my guess. I don't know. My next question is from Nate. What's the most irritating thing you have to deal with when you go to a show to work? I think there's two irritating things that I have to deal with. One of them is my merchandise, like selling the merchandise. It gets irritating because it's like, you got to set it up, and then sometimes, you go to a show and either there's not a lot of people or there are a lot of people, but no one's really looking to buy anything, which is fine, completely understandable. But it's irritating to take the time to set all my stuff up and then take it all down. And then if I don't make one sale, that's what the irritating part of it is. And the other irritating part about going to shows is like unprofessionalism. I don't like going to shows and there's not paperwork saying what's going on, or there's more than one head that says different things. So there's just a lot of companies that I wrestle for. There's a lot of unprofessionalism, and I hate that. That's one of the most irritating things. And especially after going to WWE and realizing how much of a machine they are. And then coming back, into the indies and then working for promotions where there's a lot of irritating situations. That sucks. My next question is from Sammy. Did the tow truck take a while? Funny. For those of you who don't know, because I didn't post this on Facebook or Twitter or anything, yesterday my car would not start at all. Long story short, I had to call a tow truck, and all they did was just jump start it. I didn't think the battery was dead because my lights were turning on, but it wasn't dead. It was enough to turn the lights on, but not to start the car. So, irritating day yesterday. My next question is from Nikki. What are some do's and don'ts if you're a part of a wrestling locker room as a worker or otherwise, or and otherwise? Some do's is to definitely, introduce yourself, try to get to know everybody. That's definitely a do. Be very respectful. I like to use sir, ma'am, please, polite terms. A lot of people don't like those terms anymore, as in sir and ma'am, because they think they're referring to them as old. But I still find that as a respectable term. So I would say be respectable. Try to get to know everybody. Try to learn everyone's name. I have a huge issue. I can't remember names. I hate that I'm bad at it. Some don'ts, obviously, don't be disrespectful. Definitely, accommodate for, if it's a tight space, try not to take up too much space, which I also have an issue with because I like my stuff spread out. So a lot of times I'll take up a lot of room, which I feel bad about. So just basically the main thing is just make sure that you're respectable, because if you're respectable, then you're not, obviously the don't would be don't be disrespectful. So that would be what I would say. Just try to be a good person. That's really the only way I can put it. My next question is from Brooke. What's your favorite donut? Anything with sprinkles. No filling, but sprinkles. Favorite. All time. Doesn't matter if it's chocolate icing, white icing, as long as there's sprinkles on it. That's all I care about. I have 3 questions left, and I got 3 minutes to do it. Cameron, would you ever appear on TNA? I've answered this multiple times. If I was given the opportunity, I'd be there. Jen, let's say you work for a family member and you do everything you can to help them and they treated you like crap in return. And in parentheses you put, and you can't quit. What would you do? If I did everything I could to help a family out and they treated me like crap, I would quit. Apparently you said you can't quit. I don't know what kind of situation you would be in where you can't, but you always have a choice. Always, always, always have a choice. And if you're putting yourself out there for a family member and they're treating you like crap in return, then you need to make them realize that they're You need to make them realize that they are treating you like crap. Plain and simple. You need to worry about yourself, when the day is over also. I'm in the same situation. I do have family that, I try to help out as much as I can, and I feel like a lot of the times, I'm not appreciated as much as I feel I should be. So when there's those times when I'm getting disrespected or, not treated nicely in return, I back off, and then make them realize what the situation is. If you can't quit, I would just sit down with them and have a talk with them and just basically throw it out there. And if they still don't feel that you're being justifiable, then find any way to get out. I don't know why you can quit. I always think that you have a choice, so that's my answer. My last question is from Dylan. When are you going to bring me in the ring with you? Any chance I get. When I get a chance, I will get you in there, and if not, when you turn 16 and your parents sign that waiver, and we get you training. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I apologize once again that I got the Q&A out so late. Make sure that you guys keep following me on Twitter at KekoaFH. As you can see, the new Kekoa the Flying Hawaiian t-shirt, also the hoodies are in, so that there's no more pre-ordering. Now they're just for sale. So I only have a couple hoodies left, and the t-shirts are going pretty fast also. So definitely message me and make sure that you get the orders in before they're gone. And that's really it. Thank you for all the support. Tune in next week for the next Q&A. Facebook, plug the Twitter. Merchandise is out there. Message me. Keep in touch. Aloha. Take care.